Sergeant. Star Sergeant. Star Sergeant. Lot 1. Lot 2. Lot 3.
Good evening. In last edition of news we've reported about earthquake in New Zealand's town Christchurch and that one was devastating. However, we have to report about much bigger disaster in this edition of news again. It was a week ago when the massive earthquake and an even more devastating tsunamis hit Japan, and I can easily say I didn't see such a disaster yet. For the first time after Chernobyl, people are really directly exposed to nuclear catastrophe as well, and the whole world is worried and what more will happen. About what we did to contribute to help, we'll say something a bit later. We also have some news from our forums, site and Home Harbour, so here we go with our 118th edition of news. Let's begin. Let's begin with Home Harbour for a change. Actually, we don't report about this sister site much. However, when there's something related with our interest, then we somehow just need to. You probably still remember 2 entries of Awkward Gamer's blog. In first Awkward Gamer what actually means I raced in Need for Speed Undercover and with Super Mario and Super Mario Zero Gravity and smashed and crashed everything around. In second entry, that same Awkward Gamer brought Iron Man to the situation in which he almost got killed. Well, what do you think Awkward Gamer had to deal with now? She will draw. Actually, she tries to learn some drawing skills in Art Academy with attempt to draw an apple. What was the outcome of all this? You can read in newest entry of Non-Gamer's blog. I tried to write as funny entry as the first 2 were, so go ahead and read it. The next things which constantly happen on Home Harbour are quite regular updates with everything what is happening on our forum, site, KNTV, Rugby Channel, and on other sites and TV channels related to us. Lately we also put widgets to donate to Japan Relief and Red Nose Day Comic Relief, so every visitor is able to contribute to Home Harbour as well. There are also Twitter feeds of all our main accounts like Knight-Nui and Knight-Nui News in order to be informed as quick as possible with everything what is happening in our network. And least but not last, you can go to Knight-Nui sites, forums and TV through Home Harbour as well. Enjoy the site. Donate if you like and care, and then after all this don't forget to use one of the links above to visit Knight-Nui World. It's 5 days until Nintendo 3DS is coming to the stores at last. Are you excited? We at Knight-Nui surely are, and a lot of us pre-ordered it along with some games which come out on the launch day. What about you? Did you pre-order it too? What games did you order alongside and which you are still watching to buy? All this you can tell us in discussion, which is in full speed already. Count down with us to the exciting day of 3DS launch. Films are great things, especially if they're really good and you are longing to watch them again and again. Well, some amazing films are announced for this year to come out, and we don't doubt there is at least one of them you're anticipated for to come out. Some of us already joined the discussion which was started by Gorilla, but we would like to hear from you as well. What film are you anticipated of? We are really curious to know. If we've watched all exciting Six Nations games last week when Wales beat Ireland, Italy sensationally beat France and England beat Scotland, yesterday was even more excited as the championship is getting to an end. Ireland, England and Scotland managed to take a win from the hands of their opponents once again. However, Wales didn't have that fortune against France, and at the end they landed on 4th place. The whole championship was really exciting this year, and there will still be a lot of discussion for quite some time. However, being Six Nations or not, our rugby topic is always very discussed area of our forums. It's quite some time now we have regular updates and Ghost Story, which new chapter is posted every week or two, and this time was no different. In this chapter you can follow the happenings in Green World, where Green Master and Furry King are in the middle of negotiations about who will be that lucky one to possess 2 imprisoned ghosts, Little Ghost and Night Ghost. Night Ghost is in planning escape for both, but will they succeed to escape? And what lurks somewhere in the tower? All this is what you can read in this last chapter. Yesterday was the day, Red Nose Day, the day which turns lives in a good way. Comic Relief, with its Do Something Funny for Money slogan, was this year in place again, and there was a lot of happenings and live program as every Red Nose Day until now. We this time didn't do anything special as we are quite short with our time due to daily real-life activities. However, we've put a banner to our site through which you could, and still can, donate for this charity cause. Did you do your share? We surely did, and the feeling is really good. On our rugby channel, the last highlights you can see are from the game Aroni vs Newport Gwent Dragons and Magners League, which was posted right after the conclusion of redaction of previous edition of our news. In this video you can see the most significant moments of the game, which was, according to video, quite exciting. After quite some time, we made a mini revamp on our site again. We've put links to the main articles, reviews, previews and what's related to it from our gaming pages on the first page. We also put 2 widgets for donating, and this way helping to 2 reliefs, Japan Earthquake and Tsunami Relief, and Red Nose Day Comic Relief. We hope you found those 2 widgets and did your share in helping this way and turning at least some lives to better. It's not important how big or small contribution is, it's important that we do what we can for the good of those in need. And for the end you can read a new review on our site as well. It's for kind of goodbye to DS before 3DS is launched. In our headquarters we're not pleased with the game at all. Actually, this is the worst game our staff ever played, and the review is all about this. Dora the Explorer is this game we are just talking about. Why it is ranked so low, 7%, you can read in the review with all the other funny and a bit less funny facts. Dear spectators and listeners, we came to the end of this already 118th edition of Knight-Nui News as well. We hope you enjoyed it watching or listening as much as I enjoyed to produce it after 3 weeks. I can just hope we will be back soon with a lot of news from our network. Until then, do the things you like to do. However, don't forget to do something for those in need. Visit our sites and forums, and don't forget to play some games you always like to play. It's just 5 days until 3DS will come to store shelves, so there will surely be a lot to tell when our staff put hands on it and try it. Good night from Night Ghost and Knight-Nui staff.
Store Sergeant. Store Sergeant. Store Sergeant.